sunshine on my mind. My body gets to moving, and I've got a little time.
And we're back with another episode of the Morning Wood Show. Today, we're celebrating post-Cinco de Mayo with some celebratory margaritas.
Yes.
Welcome. I'm Richie Scott, and this is...
I am the international, legendary, Jamal Maurice Bouvier.
And we have another great show for you guys today. We're so happy to be back sitting behind the bar because we love a good drink. What's your favorite drink, by the way?
Anything with Ciroc.
Anything with Ciroc.
Anything with Ciroc.
If you're out and you want to go, you see him out, you want to get him a drink, get him something with Ciroc. Of course, Ciroc. For me, it's tequila, and my favorite is Patron.
Everybody knows that.
With a little lime juice. Somebody bought me one at the happy hour this past Friday, so that was
they love us.
Cool.
Well, shout out and thank you to whoever slipped him a Molly.
I was worried about that too. I was like, should I be drinking this? But thank you. You know who you are.
Anything you want to talk about that happened that night after you had that drink?
Okay. Nope.
Okay, well, we're going to keep that on the hush, and we'll maybe talk about that later. But we're going to jump right into our show. We're going to jump into some headlines that we have for you. May is National Masturbation Month. Isn't that exciting? As you know, last year we talked about National Masturbation Month. And I think it's a wonderful time to get to know yourself, to love yourself.
My question to all of you viewers is, how many times a day do you typically masturbate? Fill us in. Let us know. Comment on our Facebook page. Email us.
Send us pictures.
No.
Send us videos. I mean, you can't properly... Anyway, Philadelphia is having its first Masturbate-a-thon. Now, that is something very, very interesting.
How does that work?
Well, from what I've read, according to the Huffington Post, people can donate money to people for every hour that they spend loving themselves. And this will run through May the 27th, just in time for Black Gay Pride. So if you're out there, you're looking for a way to give back to, I don't want to say the community, I don't know who you're giving back to, join in on Philadelphia.
It's just like you're donating sperm.
Right. You know,
giving it all away.
And I was off today. I had nothing but time on my hands.
And we don't want to know what else might be in your hands now. So,
in other headline news, July 4th here in Washington, D.C., there will be an open arms march. So a bunch of, I'm going to say this nicely, a certain group of people will be marching on Washington with loaded weapons to exercise their right to bear arms. Now, if I were you and you were me, I would be logging on to Expedia to look for some plans for July 4th. Now,
I'm like, I don't know if I want to be in the city that day because that just sounds like a recipe for disaster.
Sometimes we can take our freedom to the extreme. You know, I know that it's a right that we have, but really, you're going to march on Washington where the President of the United States live with loaded weapons. Okay, let me know how that works for you. Now, they say this is going to be a nonviolent demonstration, but why are your guns loaded? Okay. So, you're going to go get you a...
I just can't. It just sounds dumb.
A bulletproof vest.
It just sounds
said
dumb.
That they would rather die on their feet than live on their knees. So, at least they have a mantra. Cricket.
I don't know. I can't. It's just enough violence in the world today that I just don't feel like there's a need to do this. But, whatever.
Hey, whatever floats your boat. The Westboro Baptist Church people. You have heard of these people. This church these people. That's how I feel about them. They picket and they protest at soldiers' funerals. They picket and protest about gays. I mean, these people are all over the place. I mean, they have some hell of a tithers at this church because they travel.
And time.
They travel more than the president. I mean, they can show up anywhere at any given time with their picket signs spreading their messages of hate. And I'm just thinking, when do you all have revival?
Or choir rehearsal.
When is Bible study? I mean, I have never seen clips of them in church. When are you in church? Is what I want to know. I don't get it.
Never.
I don't get it. And
sounds like a cult to me.
It sounds like a mess, and it actually is a mess. So they are going to picket some NBA games because of Jason Collins coming out, and they said that the NBA is Evelyn.
I'm sorry. I just think that people can just make something into nothing. Like nothing into something. Like just like out of thin air. Like okay, this is the cause for all the drama.
Phone call in the middle of our show.
I know, right?
I say answer, put it on speaker.
Hell no.
Anyway, apologize.
No. They know I'm sorry.
But what were you saying?
No, I just feel like that's a waste of time. Like, why are you picking in the NBA for this?
Well, they pick on anybody. They pick on dead soldiers. They have no cut cards. They don't.
Dead soldiers. That sounds crazy.
But, okay, I could have said it better, but that's what they did. They picked on dead soldiers. Families. Their families. Let me clean it up and have a little class.
Thank you. Shout out to our military families.
Shout out to our military families. But yeah, that's horrible.
That sounds crazy.
I just wish they would just go to like a TDJ's convention or something. Instead of doing this foolishness.
Bow down.
Bow down. And entertainers news. I like entertainers news. I could have said entertainment, but I said entertainers news.
Well, that's what's actually on your cue card right there. Entertainers news.
Yeah, I did it on purpose.
Oh, okay.
Okay. The Met Costume Gala was last night. I'm sure you all saw some of the pictures online. A lot of the celebrities nailed it. But
it was a punk theme, right?
Yeah, it was punk, couture.
Chaos to couture or something.
Yeah.
Couture to chaos.
Go, make it up. Make it up.
Yeah.
That's what it was. You heard him. Some of them nailed it, but some of them should have gotten a nail to the forehead.
Like whom?
Oh,
who would you say?
I really don't like talking about expectant mothers, but Kim Kardashian, that couch was hot.
Who do you think? Do you think she had a stylist that picked that out? Or do you think she picks that out herself? Like, oh my God, I love those flowers. What do you think?
I would assume that there is not a stylist on this earth that calls themselves a stylist and will put a pregnant woman in a dress full of roses. That's what I'm going to assume. I'm going to assume that she was having some type of morning sickness and she was tired. She was having some pre-cramp things. And Kanye was like, girl, we're going to the ball. And she just grabbed the drapes. And that's what I'm going to give her.
I often wonder how long, some of these celebrities like plan ahead for these types of events, because they have event after event after event. So,
right.
Like, are you thinking in your mind like, okay, this is the Met Gala, like it's got to be on point?
Well, that's the job for your stylist. Your stylist should already know what invitation.
By the way, hold on, and let me say this while we're talking about it, because you and I have been talking about this behind the scenes. We do a lot of events, right? And this is a call out there to any stylist in the DC area, Philly, New York, wherever you are. We need stylists for some of these things that we have coming up, because that's what we want. So, like, personally, I don't really want to spend the time trying to find something to wear. And we always go through this. Every time we have an event, it's the day or two before, and we still got to find something to wear. So, stylists out there, send us your information, morningwithshow202@gmail.com, and send us your credentials. Back to the Met Gala. I'm sorry, I had to make that PSA.
Well, I hit my note, so I'll take suggestions, but
I don't want to think about it.
But anyway, some other looks that we saw on the red carpet. We saw Miss Beyonce on the red carpet. Now, you all know that I am a diehard Beyonce fan. I love everything that she does. But I will not comment on her dress on the red carpet because I'm still processing it. I think I'm processing the dress and along with the boots. I think that's what I'm still processing.
So that was a boot that was the same fabric as the dress. Is that what I saw?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I didn't quite understand it when I saw it online because I couldn't differentiate. I saw opening where the leg was and I didn't know what was going on. But What I want to say to you, Beyonce, is...
It was another curtain, I think.
What I want to say to you, Beyonce, is I don't care what you're wearing. You always look good to me.
Yeah.
Drop a single. Thank you.
Okay.
That's all I got to say. Please, please. That's all I'm asking.
In more entertainment news, Lauryn Hill, L Boogie, was sentenced to 3 months in jail for her tax problems with the IRS, and she has to report in July. So, just shout out to Lauryn Hill. Keep your head up. Stay strong.
Bye, Ashley. I'm sorry. I have been dying to say that on the show. Sorry. I don't really mean that about Lauren. I'm not sure she's not ashy.
Wow. She has like 10 kids and may take a long time to put on lotion. I don't know. But anyway, she's going to jail for 3 months. Or pay taxes. But she did fork over $900,000.
Well, which is interesting because her record label actually gave her that amount of money.
Okay.
So that she could put out new material. I think 5 new singles and a full album to take care of most of that tax debt.
Okay.
So we should be getting more material from her.
Well, speaking of a new single, I hope they didn't pay her to put out this one she put out called, what is it? Neurotic
Society or something.
Society. I hope they didn't pay her to do that.
My only issue with that song is that I really can't understand what she's saying. Because
I don't think she understands what she's saying.
I think it's probably you know what? It's probably something so philosophical that we just can't really capture and
That's what it is.
And it's so over our heads because it's so far down in the mix of the song that I don't know what she's saying. She's barely audible above the chaos. So maybe that was the message.
Okay.
Maybe that was it.
And she also went on record to say, don't believe the hype when the media says that, she's crazy, she's lost her mind, and it's just, the media making it seem that way. But girl, the media did not dress you in some of those outfits.
What do you think? Do you think she's lost her mind, or what do you think has happened to her?
I don't know her personally, but her character is questionable with some of what we see online of these concerts and these costumes. And after that MTV Unplugged, I was like, girl, she's gone, honey. The X Factor is X out, honey.
It's so interesting to me. I think that there's something to be said because I wonder if she is really an introverted person. And I wonder if this is something that happens to an introverted person. And granted, I could be way off base here. I'm speaking philosophically. I might be. Shut up. But I'm thinking, I wonder if there's something about putting an introverted person in a because a lot of introverts tend to be creative and because I feel like I'm that way a little bit. But I wonder what happens when you put them out there in this forefront of the media and everything else. If something happens to them, like they kind of like snap a little bit. Because I think we've seen this happen with several celebrities. Like I just wonder if there's something to be said for that.
Well, good luck, girl. And I really think that she should take her own lyrics to heart. It could all be so simple, but you'd rather make it hard. And moving right along with celebrity news, Chris Brown celebrated his birthday this past weekend, but it felt like my birthday. Why?
Why?
Because it is official. He and Rihanna have called it quits. Go, shawty. It's your birthday.
And so...
You're not excited for me?
No. No, I'm not excited for you. I'm not, it's sad news to hear that they have, ended their relationship.
But I knew that this was coming.
I would just like to say, go on record and say,
go on the record.
Happy birthday, C Breezy. Happy
birthday
and
to you.
Looking forward to your new album, which comes out on my birthday, July 16th. Bam.
Okay.
Good stuff.
And other breakup news. Did you all know that Naughty by Nature just broke up? We haven't heard an album from them.
Right. I was like, I didn't know they were still together. Are they going on that tour with like 98 Degrees and the Backstreet Boys and all them?
Well, according to Twitter, Tretch went on to say that he no longer messes with Vinny, and anybody that messes with, F with Vinny can't F with him. So he broke up with him on Twitter, and they are no longer together as a rap duo. What will we do?
You know what? Let me say something.
Say it.
It always boggles my mind.
This drink is really good.
It ain't though. It really boggles my mind when celebrities air out their grievances with each other on Twitter and Instagram and ish like that.
I've accepted the fact that Twitter is therapy for people. It's therapy. It's a way for you to get out everything that's on your mind and in your heart.
But you can do that in private just as easily.
Everybody doesn't want to go to Iyanla. Let me fix that. Iyanla.
Because somebody got you in the comments. It's Iyanla.
She didn't get me.
I don't care.
She didn't get me.
I don't care. Who? They got the other person.
No, she got somebody else.
That was Riley.
Riley, she got you, girl.
She got you. But no, what I'm saying is that you could, like, how about you just go talk to Benny? How about you just go, handle it amongst your own personal, like, nobody needs to know that.
But if they did it in private, then we wouldn't know, we wouldn't have anything to talk about.
You're right. Actually, go ahead. Celebrities, keep acting up.
Thank you.
Give us something to talk about.
You make our dreams come true. Speaking of dreams come true, we have some music news. It is New Music Tuesday on iTunes. So all of the celebrities have released some new music. We have The One Tamar Braxton's song, The One. I like it. I think it's a summer banger. It got that juicy fruit in it from back in the day. Juicy. I like that. You like it?
Let me say this.
But say it quickly.
Oh, shut up. My only problem with that is that I personally hate that sample. I hate that sample.
Okay.
However, I heard an early demo or a version of it like a while back, and I didn't really care for it. But I love Tamar, so I need to take a second listen to it, the official version.
So you think if they take the sample out, it'll be a better song?
I kind of wish they used a different sample, like a different.
Because I wait for Biggie. It was all a dream.
Right. I feel like that sample, like, leave it to be. You know what I'm saying? But I hate when other people use it because I feel like,
that's what's been recycled so many times.
Yeah.
Okay. Mariah Carey released "Beautiful" featuring Miguel.
I love this song.
Really?
I feel like it is perfect for her.
Okay.
I feel like
I have to listen to it a few more times.
It's totally in a lane on its own. It's radio friendly. It's hook ready. I feel like she's not trying to be anything else. I feel like Miguel did bring her into his world.
Okay. Yeah.
But I feel like she opened up.
But to me, it sounds more like Miguel featuring Mariah.
It kind of does, but yeah. I hope that whoever's working with Mariah continues to take her in an adult lane instead of her trying to do stuff that's maybe a little bit younger and hipper. I feel like he did that for her, but he also made it age appropriate for her, if that makes sense. I don't feel like she was trying too hard to be young.
Okay. The Great Gatsby soundtrack is out and it is fire. We haven't had a really good movie soundtrack in a long time.
That soundtrack is banging.
It's banging. I
mean, I'm gonna need for Jay-Z
because Jay-Z is.
Yeah, I'm gonna need for him to get on board this scoring stuff and start doing more
yeah,
soundtracks.
he is
This was everything.
There's some Jay-Z and Kanye on there. There is some Beyonce and Andre 3000 on there. There is
you have Emily Sand on there.
Yeah, she covered Beyonce's Crazy in Love with this orchestra, and I'm crazy about it. The soundtrack is amazing. I can't wait to see the movie. Another artist, I don't know if you all have heard, Stacey Barth. Someone introduced me to her a couple months ago. She is a
Rashawn introduced me to her.
Yes, Rashawn Faria.
Hey, boo.
Shout out. She has an EP out called P.S. I Love You. Please pick that up. You will love it. I have been listening to it on SoundCloud for a couple months now, so of course I'm going to go buy it. Chrisette Michele released another single entitled Better. I'm so excited for her new music. I hope she comes back.
And that's the title of the album, too.
Really? Okay.
Better.
I hope she comes back to the music that she was doing when she first came out, because I really, really, really enjoyed that type of music that she was doing. Robin Thicke has a single.
This is my song, Blurred Lines. Yes, that video and that song.
That video,
everything.
Oh, it's hot.
It's crazy.
Robin got swag like none other. I swear, he's a black man. He's a black man. he really is. And that song is featuring T.I. and the fabulous 40-year-old Pharrell.
For real.
He looks fabulous.
BA, baby.
I hope that I will look as fabulous as he does in about 20 more years. Anyway, do we got any recap stuff?
I think that, a couple of things. We want to say thank you to everyone who came out to see us for happy hour this past Friday night at MOVA. It was very, very successful.
I was turned up.
I thought Were you?
Oh,
I didn't notice.
I was turned all the way early.
Very, very special thanks to Mova for, you know, always, you know, accommodating us and our crowd. And thank you to everyone who came out to support us, because we definitely appreciate seeing you.
Right.
And just come back for the next one, because, you know, we're going to do it again in June. It's going to be bigger, better, and we're going to be working with a very special group. So stay tuned for that.
Also, shout out to DMV Socialites. They have been helping us with promoting our events, especially our First Friday Happy Hour. They are actually on Facebook, DMV Socialites, Instagram, DMV Socialites, and Twitter. They are promoting a lot of the different events in DC so that you will know where to go, where to be, who to be with. But they're good friends of mine, so I shout them out because I know they treat me extra, extra special. That's DMV Socialites.
Boom. We got to also shout out YPS, because
we always have to shout out
YPS.
YPS.
I can't even express to you some of the great work that they've been doing with us, and we want to continue to support them as well. So we hope that you guys will, and remember that you can also look them up on Facebook and donate, because this is a great organization and they do a lot for our community. You guys have no idea. These are some young kids who are really, really working to make some things happen in the community. So, and
not only the young kids, we have to shout out Frank Walker. Who
does not like to be recognized.
He does not like to be recognized
here.
But this is our show, and you have no choice.
Boom.
He is doing a wonderful, wonderful work with these kids, and you all just don't know. You will see, because they're doing some stuff for us that you're going to really, really love.
Mm-hmm. So. Another announcement for Memorial Day weekend, I will be DJing in Puerto Rico, or Inferno, Puerto Rico. So what you guys need to remember is that you can still actually book some rooms for, I think, $125 a night. I think there are about 20 to 25 rooms left. So get on the ball. Just look up InfernoPRmen.com, and you guys can go and register and get in on the action, because it's going to be fun.
And I had an interview this weekend with my mom.
Boom!
I did a one-on-one special show with my mom for the Morning Wood Show, an exclusive. It was a great interview. I think I was nervous. Did you learn
anything about yourself?
I did.
It was a preview.
No.
Yes.
I did learn something about myself.
Preview.
But there's some. My mom was nervous, and I was more nervous than my mom. I mean, she was ready. I mean, she was just like, "Yes, my son," and I was like, "Girl, where's this voice coming from?" But I didn't want to call her out.
Mama turned into Oprah.
So I called her out behind her back. I was like, "Girl," but some stuff we did not cover. You see on the show. It wasn't an easy transition telling my mom that I was gay. If you see the show, you may think that
you're gay.
You may think that it was easy, that she prayed and she accepted it, but it didn't happen that way. We did have some trouble with her accepting that I was gay, but we got through it and we got over it. I just wanted to share that because I didn't want people to watch the show and think that, oh, his mom, she accepted him as soon as he came out. It didn't happen like that. And it's not that we were hiding it. We were just both nervous, and I was trying not to cry, and it was something that we didn't get to touch.
You didn't cry?
I didn't. My mom is a clown. I think she knew when I was about to well up, and she started joking. The same thing that I do. I am my mom's child. So look out for that show. Look out for the photo shoot I did with DTK Photography with Deontay Keller, and it was styled by Brian. I can't think of your last name right now, Brian, but you are with BDR Styling, and that is on Instagram. So check all of that out. Keep watching The Morning Wood Show. Subscribe to us, y'all. Y'all watch us. Y'all love us. But subscribe to us so that people will know that you all are following us.
Share the wood. It's masturbation month. I mean, come on.
Share the wood.
Can't keep it to yourself.
It's The Morning Wood Show. I am the wonderful Demar Marie Spoulier.
And I am Richie Sky.
We love you. Peace.
When I wake up in the morning, I got sunshine on my mind, my body.